Hi, how are you? Well, today we'll talk about how English and Spanish don't match. Sometimes these two languages have characteristics in their grammar, in the way they express certain meanings, which actually do not match. And this causes trouble to people who speak English as a foreign or a second language and whose first language is Spanish. So we'll deal today with some of these, let's say, issues, and I'll give you information that maybe you will find very useful for your learning of English. In the first place, there's one thing that characterizes English different from the way things are in Spanish, and that is the way adjectives work. In Spanish, we're able to pluralize adjectives. So we say, for example, zapatos rojos, and zapatos es el sustantivo, and rojos es el adjetivo, y hay vamos a decir, el adjetivo se va a reflejar este plural también como lo hace el sustantivo. It doesn't happen that way in English. In English, for example, you can say, I bought 3 red shirts. I bought 3 red shirts. And the word red does not, let's say, show any plural form. It is red. You can say, I have 1 red shirt and I have 3 red shirts. And it's the same. So red does not change. For example, it would be just like saying, I bought 3 expensive shirts. Expensive is not plural. It is just the same adjective regardless of the number of the noun these adjectives modify. Okay, well, another, let's say, interesting thing about English grammar, which is different from the way it is in Spanish, is when we talk about jobs, occupations, professions. In English, we always need to have an article. Okay, the article a or an, of course, if we are referring to only one person. Like, for instance, I am a teacher, he is a dentist, he is a doctor. So a doctor, a dentist, a teacher. So all the time we have to use the article. In Spanish, we don't do that. Okay, we say, yo soy maestro, él es médico, ella es enfermera, y no utilizamos ahí artículos delante de las ocupaciones o las profesiones. This causes trouble to people who speak Spanish because when we are learning English, we tend to omit this article because we just have this transfer from our own language. Okay? Well, another thing regarding grammar in English, which is different from the way it is in Spanish, is the use of it when we talk about the weather. For example, we say it is raining, it is cold, it is hot, and we always need to have it. In Spanish, we don't need that. We say, está lloviendo, está tronando, okay? O hace calor, hace frío, y no tenemos esa necesidad de poner un sujeto a esas oraciones en las que nosotros nos referimos al estado del tiempo. All right, now I'll talk about a couple of other things which are also interesting, and that has to do with the way we reflect in English certain, let's say, matters, certain topics in a different way from how we do this in Spanish. And I'll talk about age, okay? Hablemos un poquito de la edad, de la manera en que nosotros en español hablamos de nuestra edad y de la manera en que se hace en inglés. En español las personas tienen años y uno dice, ella tiene 40 años, yo tengo 50 años, ellos tienen 30 años, y se usa mucho tener, pero en inglés las personas no tienen años. Si nosotros fuéramos a hacer como una traducción literal de la manera en que se expresa esto en inglés, diríamos que las personas en inglés son tantos años viejos. Fíjense que es interesante. Por eso es que yo digo, I am 57 years old, he is 20 years old, she is 12 years old, and we use the verb be. O sea, utilizamos el verbo ser, ¿ok? Y no utilizamos el verbo tener en inglés para expresar este significado de hablar sobre las edades de las personas. Y hablando de edades, esto tiene que ver mucho con el momento en que las personas nacieron. Y en inglés, el proceso del nacimiento no se expresa como en español. En español las personas nacen y es como que el niño es el que realiza el proceso del nacimiento. Sin embargo, en inglés, people are born. So we use two words. Y es como si fuera quizás hasta una voz pasiva. She was born in Mexico. And we need was born. She was born in Mexico, or they were born in the United States, or I was born in Cuba. So it has to do with, of course, you change the verb depending on the subject. If it is I was born. If it is she was born. If it is they were born. So that's the way you address, this process of giving birth to someone or somebody being born. Okay? Now, yo creo que ya para concluir, les voy a hablar un poquito acerca de un errorcito que muchas veces los que hablamos español cometemos, y es con el verbo like. Hace unos días, incluso en una clase con mis alumnos, una alumna me decía, "Coffee doesn't like me". Y es porque hace una transferencia del idioma español donde uno dice, el café no me gusta. But in English, coffee is not the doer of the action. It is you, the person who's talking. So I can say, I don't like coffee. She doesn't like coffee. We don't like coffee, okay? But we don't say coffee, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to repeat the mistake so that you don't, keep it in your minds, all right? So these are some of the differences between English and Spanish that maybe you would like to know so that you avoid making mistakes when you use these, like say, words or expressions in the English language, okay? So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.